Good morning. My name is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really quick and easy card with a little different embellishment, which I personally enjoy. I think it's neat. It's got great texture. It's actually a little piece of jean material. So let me show you a little close-up here. Now, I don't know about you, but I have teenagers, and even now they still grow out of their clothes faster than I can buy them. So I don't necessarily like to get rid of them. Sometimes I like to keep them for there's a certain memory attached to them. Yes, I'm a scrapbooker and I keep way too many things, and unfortunately, somehow my family has somehow come to love me anyway. At any rate, I want to show you this really cute card. And since Mother's Day is coming up, I thought it'd be a neat way to do a quick card and a cute card and a little bit of texture all in one. So let's get started. You're going to need your card base, a piece of paper to stamp your sentiment, your stamps, your foam squares for the three-dimensional adhesive, your block for your stamps, your little piece of blue jean material, or in this case blackish blue jean material. You're going to use this is a Tim Holtz mini stapler. I love it because it shows it's really mini staples. Here, I'll show you again right here. You can see how tiny these cute little things are. See how small those are? They're, I would say, about half the size, or maybe about half the size, or maybe 1/3 the size of a normal staple, maybe 2/3 the size of a normal staple. I'm not sure if that's proper as far as the exact measurement, but you get the idea. They're a little bit smaller than the normal staples. Then I have scissors. I have this to use for my rhinestones, which I'll be pulling those out in a second. It's a little tool that I like to use. I used it in my last video. You have rhinestones. We're going to use a little washi tape, and we're going to use a little ink. So hopefully, if you don't have these items, these are just design choices. You can use ribbon or twine. You know I love to use twine. You can use the circle, the foam circles or dots versus the squares. You can use your own sentiments. This is actually my stamp set, I love it. Part of the reason why is because it has just about every spring and summer holiday celebration you can celebrate, and you can use it great. It works great for cards. So with that, these are all the items you'll need to create this. You don't have to use this type of stapler. You don't have to use these exact scissors, but at least you get an idea of what you'll need to get started. Okay, so let's put this aside. First thing we're going to need, excuse me, is the card base and the washi tape. Now, the design that I made, I personally lined it all up. You don't have to be that fidgety. Here, when I did the design, I lined it up so they all kind of line up so the pattern matches. You don't have to do that. I am going to do that again just because that's the way I roll. So, you start off with your washi tape. If you don't know what washi tape is, it is a Japanese tape. It's like a paper tape. So you can see how thin it is. It's very, very thin, and it's super easy to rip. Just like that. Okay? So it's a lot of fun. It's great for decor. You can use it to create something quick and easy, which is the whole point of this card today. So first thing I want you to do is check and see where your card is to make sure that you have it opened the way you want it. And we're going to start here. And I'm going to just lay a little piece down and just take my finger and rip. I'm going to try to line it up a little bit. Put another piece down and rip it a little bit longer. And same thing again, Try to line it up a little bit. And make it a little bit longer than the last one. And rip it. That's it. That's how fast that is. Now you could really just use it this way, and you could put a little sentiment right here. I chose to use it this way just because that's the mood I was in. So you're going to use your scissors and cut off the edges. This shows you here that it's going over, so I'm going to actually cut it this way. I find in this case when it's really thin tape, so you can basically see through it. I can just look and see where I'm at and pop the edges right off. So put those aside. Okay, so you have this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take your little piece of paper. I'm going to put this aside for now. You're going to take your little piece of paper. You're going to get out your ink, your block, and of course your stamps. Oops. And a little piece of the washi stuck on my stamp. It's kind of funny. Anyway, I get humor. I laugh at silly things. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. I'm not sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your stamps. Now these are photopolymer stamps. As you can see, they're clear. What you do is you just peel them off. You pick whichever one you want. We're going to use the Happy Mother's Day in this case. You just peel it right off. I'm going to set that aside. And photopolymer is naturally sticky, so as you can see, it's sticking to my finger. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our acrylic block here, which is our stamp block. We're going to line it right up on here, push it down, and as you can see, that was my elbow. This doesn't go anywhere. So we're going to take our ink, ink it up, and, oops, I'm going to use it this way, and push it down, and we have our sentiment, as you can see. Okay, so then you can do one of three things. There's a number of different things you can do. You can actually cut this out. I used a punch, but you can cut it out. You can make a whole different, there's all different kinds of ways that you can use it for the sentiment. I'm going to actually use this punch, which everybody knows I love punches. So I use my punch upside down. I'm going to place it in like this, and then punch it out. And there we have the punched sentiment. So we're going to put that away. And while we have that, we're going to take a piece of our jean material, as you can see. We're just going to cut off a little piece of that here. And usually what I do is kind of try to see what it'll look like on the item I'm using it on. So I think I'm going to take a little bit less because I don't think I need that much. And we're going to just cut it. Going to put the extra piece on the side. And here we're going to adhere it with the stapler. Okay. Like this. Make sure it looks good. Yep, looks good to me. So I'm going to staple it. And as you can see, it went right through and it's not going anywhere. So that is going to be the way the tag looks, plus I'm going to add a few rhinestones. Okay. Now you can do two things here. You can make it like this, like I did on a card, and just cut an angle there and an angle there. Or, I'm going to show you another way you can do it. You can fold it in half like this, See, I've folded it in half and just cut it like that, and that gives you that little look. Get a little closer up there. See that? And I'll do that again on the other side, just for a different effect. You can choose to do whatever you want, of course, because this is your creation. This is just some guidelines to go by. Okay, so here we go. Got a little bit different look than we have on the original. All right, so I'm going to take my little, well, they call it the Quicker Poker Picker-Upper. This is a Quick Cuts Quick Stick. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take my little end that has the bevel side there. I don't know if you can see that very well. See here? There we go. And it works really well to pick up your rhinestones and place them. And so I've got that done. Make sure it lines up a little bit. Move it over just, whoops, move it over just a little bit. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect, but at least a little bit lined up. I like it that way. So, put that on the side. You see that? Okay. So then, we're going to grab our card base again. We're going to grab our foam dots, or squares. And we're going to put 2 of them on the back. Put one there. And one there. Take off the backs and figure out where you want to place it. I'm going to place it right here. And there, you have it. You have the completed card. Okay? So, what I did realize while I was doing this, and since I do it in one shot, I don't go back. I forgot to let you know that you can use the punch. So I'm going to go over the needs that what you will need to create this again. So you'll need your card base. You'll need a little piece of paper so you can stamp out your image. You can use your punch. You'll have your rhinestones. You'll have your stamps. And I'll put this one back on so you can see what it looks like. There we go. You have your stamps. You have your block. You have your stapler. You have your little tool. Oops, it's a rolling tool. You have your foam squares. You have your ink. And of course, you have your washi tape. And don't forget your piece of jeans. There's a lot of things you can do with different materials, like jeans or any type of material that you really enjoy. Sometimes I go to Joann's, or I'll go to different fabric stores and find that I really enjoy some of the fabric they have, and just have to buy some because I know I'm going to find something that I can use it for. So at any rate, but anyway, so I wanted to go over this one more time just so you know that I did actually forget to tell you about the punch here. You could always cut it out yourself, use a different punch, have something that's pre-cut and stamp on that, whatever works for you. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and be sure to check out our other YouTube videos. There's a lot of different techniques and ideas on there, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and enjoy. Make sure you're crafty today. I hope you enjoyed A Creative Journey with Melissa today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.